because you have to remember that there is attrition, or you may have a new product, but we want to continually be on the path of growing to at least maintain our businesses. So traffic is amazing. And when we go to social media and we look at how many impressions we have, how many views, how many followers, we think, wow, I'm really growing my traffic. And in some ways you are. But one of the crucial steps of this is direction. And we're going to talk about this a little bit more in the coming bullet points. But it's really where that traffic is going, not the fact that you have traffic. You could have 1 million followers and they don't buy anything from you because you don't have a direction that you're leading them to. So when you are doing a marketing plan, really it starts 6 months in advance. Generally, we sit down and we may plan out a week, we may plan out a day. If we're really ambitious, we plan out a month. But generally, we're just planning the content for that month, day, or week. We're not even planning the direction or the overall plan of how it's going to work. What you need to know is, where are you going to be in 6 months, and what is it that you want people to do? It takes a minimum of 60 to 90 days for people to even realize what you're doing. So if you're putting things out for a week or maybe even 2 weeks, and you're getting crickets, it's because it takes that long, first of all, for algorithms. They can work for you. They don't all work against you. For algorithms to pick up what you're doing and serve it to the right people. But also realize that when you feel distracted and overwhelmed and you have a hard time focusing, your clients feel the same way. And so it takes them a while of seeing things before it even fully breaks through all the noise and gets into their head. So planning 6 months ahead, what do you plan to be doing in 6 months? Do you have a launch? Do you have a target that you want to reach? I want to have this many people in this program or this many clients for this service. And then work backwards. There could be other things that are going on, and generally those 6 months overlap because the 3 months started 6 months ago, and so that will be part of your plan. And all of what you're driving, like where you're driving people to, is what drives your content. So it's not about what you feel like talking about or what is happening now, unless you're someone that shares current events or you talk about trends or the latest algorithm update. Then your content will be driven by what's happening now. At the same time, though, you still need to know, talking about those algorithm changes, current events, or any of that, what is your goal? Like, where do you want to get them to? So a marketing plan starts with a goal and a timeline, and then you add in the vehicles you're using, which could be platforms or emails, webinars, and the content that you're using. That is actually the last part of a marketing plan, not the first part.
Great explanation there, right? Because that's really when we think, if you don't have a background in marketing at all, you're just like, you throw things up on the internet and then something sticks to the wall, right?
Yes. And there are times when you need to experiment. A lot of marketing is testing and refining. I would say that's the biggest part of marketing that people don't realize, that it's all testing and figuring out what works and then, capitalizing on that. So there is a little bit of spaghetti throwing sometimes, but it still should have a purpose of throwing spaghetti. It shouldn't just be willy-nilly content. So you do need to know your numbers.